Hey guys, welcome to the Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on Sword Art Online 2, episode 15, The Queen of the Lake. And oh man, I've been waiting for this, as you all know, considering, last week was really disappointing, to be honest. It was a dang recap. Like, I was so disappointed they could have just put a filler at least, but enough of that. This is, of course, part of the new arc, Caliber. It's finally started, and like, first off, I love the opening in ED. They're great. You gotta listen to them. It's just like, oh man, I love it when animes get new openings and EDs, because like, seriously, the openings and EDs are always awesome. It's just really amazing, and Sword Art's one, of course, really good as well. So this episode was pretty much like the beginning for, as this arc is about it's called Caliber because it's about Excalibur, and pretty much Kirito and Lifa found this weird elephant jellyfish, gigantic elephant jellyfish thing, saved it from these giants, and its name is Tonki, that Lifa called him, and took him to the dungeon where Excalibur is, and pretty much they left it. They didn't do anything about it. Their Kirito was planning on doing it later because they were so focused on New Anchorage. But now someone seems to have found it, and it's like part of a quest now for some reason. So that's a little weird. But Kirito he wants to do the dungeon and get Excalibur before anyone else. So he's joining up. He's getting the whole group together. So like Leaf, Klein, Asuna, and Liz. Of course, he had like other people he could do too because he needs one more person. But then of course, gotta bring in Sinon since she's a character now. So Sinon is finally coming into ALO, and she's one of the cat people. Forget what they're called specifically, but yeah. And of course, she's using a bow because that's the closest thing you'll come to a sniper in a fantasy game. So, um, Lifa goes and contacts everyone while Kirito contacts Asuna, and we get, of course, a little bit of fan service with Asuna in the bathtub. So that was nice. But pretty much, yeah, the episode is just them going to the place, planning on going to the dungeon, and then all of a sudden they're on the quest for gain Excalibur that people found is a slaughtering one. You just have to slaughter a whole bunch of guys, and it turns out they're not slaughtering the giants that Kirito them were thinking of. They're slaughtering the giant elephant jellyfish things, and that's weird. And the giants are actually helping them. They're not attacking them. It's really weird. And all of a sudden, here comes the Queen of the Lake teleporting on the back of Tonki with everyone on it, and she pretty much explains that area where they're at. I forget the exact name. It's below Alfilm, and turns out that the root of the tree, it used to go down there, and below them is the frost giants, and the frost giants pretty much want to take over everywhere, and they set Excalibur into the middle of the lake, which cut off the root from the tree, making that whole area a frozen wasteland. And it turns out that the quest is actually from the king of the frost giants, and he's pretty much making it so everyone slaughters. He wants to completely slaughter and destroy the queen of the lake and her sisters and all their servants, which are the elephant jellyfish things. And that's pretty interesting. Like, it's got like a whole like crazy story. But the thing is, after he slaughters all of them, he wants to take over Alfilm and the whole area up there, which is weird. And that's why Kirito's wondering too. The GMs would never do this, so what's going on? It would be in a patch, a notice. You would know, like, oh, the invasion of Alfilm patch is online, but it's not. And the the king of the Frost Giants is lying, because he's not planning on giving Excalibur, because Excalibur is what keeps the place a frozen wasteland. He's planning on giving them Caliburn, which is a fake of Excalibur. So that's pretty interesting. And the queen ends up giving them the real quest, which is to go in the dungeon and get Excalibur. And that's pretty much the episode. I am honestly really excited for the next episode, because that's the start of the dungeon, and I love watching these kind of things. This is more of how, this is an MMO, going dungeons and raids and stuff like that. And I honestly cannot wait for the next week's episode. It's gonna be pretty crazy, the whole group, and oh man, I really cannot wait. So as always, guys, this is a discussion as well as a review. So comment below, if you have anything you want to talk about the episode, a question for me about the episode, or you want to talk about the next week's episode. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. Until next time, guys. See ya.